Welcome to TGIF.
TGIF. This guy is funny.
Will you please quote us?
TGIF.
To give is fine.
To get is fabulous.
TGIF.
Why not be up to date? Welcome to TGIF.
TGIF.
Yes, there it is. Where are we? What camera? This one.
The one
Yes.
I told you you'd be on.
The one with the light on. Hi, welcome to TGIF. Once again, Mother Nature has intervened, and we had a week delay, and of course, Christy wasn't with us. She was off gambling.
He tried to get rid of me, but I'm back. 2 weeks without me.
Yeah, I've missed you.
I missed you. All right, so what did you say about me while I was gone?
Well, actually, we could run the clip, but never mind.
What did you say?
Ask your mom.
She didn't watch. What
Oh.
did you say?
I said that you and Chris went off to New Jersey and eloped.
We wouldn't elope in New Jersey, Jeff.
But I thought everyone eloped in New Jersey.
No, they do other things in New
I could say something.
No, technically I'm still single.
You could?
Yeah, but I won't.
But you won't. Okay, fine. We'll get back to the matter at hand. We have a great show tonight. It's a special one-hour show. We haven't done a one-hour show all season. We went to a shorter format, but tonight it's a very special show. We have with us astrologer Randis, and we also have a bluegrass group called Dear Old Dixie. But before we go to the break, I got to tell everyone, please remember that the Sailing of the Bonnie Ann is going to be opening February 26th at the Warner Theater. Tickets are $12, and I was very fortunate. I got to go to a press conference for the show earlier this week, and I got to hear some musical selections. The music is beautiful, and I'm telling you, those of you who are involved with the press who didn't get out there, you missed a scoop, and you missed some shrimp as big as my fist. They were delicious.
When are you going to go see the show?
When am I going to see the show? Well, the show, hopefully opening night.
I'm going next week.
You're going next
I'm
week?
going next week.
Well, I guess I'll see you there.
I've
well,
been looking forward to the show since we had Matt
Yes.
and Barbara on last year.
Yes, we've had them on twice, and the music is wonderful. The actors are just superb. Neil Pagano's done a wonderful job with the music, and you're just going to really enjoy it.
Are you trying to tell people to go see the show?
Yes, I'm trying to tell you, make sure to get your tickets now, because I really think it's going to start to sell out. I really think everyone should get down there now. Tickets are $12. It's very reasonable, and it's a great show. So having said that, we're going to take a quickie commercial break, and we'll be back with some charting, astrological things, and looking into the future with Randis. We'll be right back.
Welcome to TGIF.
We're back. I've been looking forward to this particular guest for some time. I wanted to have her on earlier in the year, and probably should have. But she was kind enough to come back on the show. She was a guest last year. I'd like to welcome Randis. Welcome.
How you doing?
Welcome back. Good, good. Now, in a minute or two, I'm going to show you a clip from last year's show. Dee did an astrological chart for me last year and told me some things. Well, you'll see. We'll talk about that. Dee is the owner of the Metaphysical Center in Watertown on 30 Depot Street. And you may also recognize her from the Laurel Cablevision show Mindscapes. You were the host of Mindscapes for 3 years. Yes, so here you are, and here we are, and you've gone to the trouble of doing some charts ahead of time for both Christy and I. So we're going to learn some things tonight. But first, let's talk a little bit about astrology itself. And we did discuss this last year, but you know, for our audience who may not be familiar with astrology, it is a science. Yes.
Astrology is a science, yeah, and what I do is I draw up a psychological profile of the individual that is there for a reading. And what I try to do or attempt to do is go to the dynamics of the chart that are difficult for the person to handle, and I can get an idea by looking at the chart as to where the individual is now, where he or she should be going towards. I can go back to early environment and pick out some psychological patterns that the person may be dealing with, that he or she is having difficulty with. I do financial problems, psychological problems, mostly personalities and relationships. That's kind of what I deal with. Astrology deals with the planets and the signs of the zodiac, and each individual in their chart has got what they call personal planets that will determine their potential character. The sun sign is their ego, and where it falls in the chart is where they need to shine out. Their moon sign is their emotional nature, and of course the sign that the moon is in determines what type of emotional nature that they have. For example, moon in Virgo would be the analytical type of personality on an emotional side, and where the moon is where that person would emotionally want to shine out. Mercury is the way the person communicates. Mars is sexuality and physical ability. And Venus is love and money. And of course, then you combine the whole chart together and you get your negatives and your positives. And the astrologer tries to help the person go towards the positive.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that can be learned from taking a look at when someone was born.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Now, we have a clip. Let me go to that. That'd be fun. Yeah, why not? Christie's, sure, why not? Why not? Okay, we're going to go to the clip now. And guys in the booth, I didn't tell you when to stop it, but you'll hear me off camera. I'll just say, quit, and then just, cut. But it's about a minute or two. I just want you to see this, and then I'll give you a comment on it. So let's go to that clip from last year. And look at the hairstyle.
Next Friday is my birthday. Okay. What kind of things would you see, just off the top of your head? I can even tell you when I was born.
You're saying that you are a Capricorn,
yes.
sun sign.
Yeah, well, I was born January 15th.
Okay.
We won't say what year.
Oh, okay. We don't need the year. I'll just try to work with the house customs.
Well, I'm vain. I mean, but...
All right.
No, if it'll help, I'll give you the year.
No, I need to have your time of birth.
11 p.m.
11 p.m. That's interesting.
I went to a psychic fair in Greenwich a few years ago, and I was told the same thing. They said, that's very interesting. Unfortunately, they didn't tell me what. Maybe you can clear it up.
All right, so you are Capricorn here. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Okay. All right, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, how old are you now? Just your age.
33.
All right, when you were 21 years old, I would like to know, and you do not have to say it to the audience, but when you were 21 years old, 1981 or 1982 was a very specific year for you. It was a year of growth. And you know basically what was going on that year. What I can tell you is that
Where's the camera to show my face?
in 1993, you will be entering that same pattern of that same year when you were 21 years old. As an astrologer, what I say to you is that if you had anything that was going on in your life that was very positive at that point in time, then you will have the opportunity in 93 to act on that. And if anything in your life was very negative at that time, you will have the opportunity again to correct any issues that were going on in your life then.
Oh, that's incredible.
I need to also...
This is incredible. Okay, because actually 81 was a pretty tumultuous year for me. It really was.
What I need to also say for you is that the areas of you, which is self, the area of personal relationship, certainly the area of job is going to be very unexpected and sudden issues that will be going on for you, and changes in your home life.
Wow. That's great. That's great.
Is that enough, or would you like me to continue?
I think for the purpose of the show that'll
Okay.
do. But seriously, and not just because we're on camera and all that, and this is live. That what you're saying makes a great deal of sense because everything you have said is actually starting to happen.
And try to understand something here also is that astrology is a science. Anyone who is serious about astrology and anyone who is interested in understanding
Wasn't that special? Yes, in course. Without getting into a whole lot of graphic detail, but the people, my friends and crew here and Christy especially could testify to this. I have gone through some tremendous changes in the past year, both in my personal life and in my professional life. Some things really went down the tubes. And I managed to come on the show and smile every Friday, and no one ever knew. But I just have to tell you, Dee, how accurate you were in that reading. And we didn't really get into heavy specifics. And I wish now that I had grabbed you when I had the opportunity after that show and had said, okay, now tell me what. And I'm probably going to do that tonight after the show. So don't go anywhere. Don't head for the parking lot when we're done.
I have to say, I was a little nervous about you doing my chart because Jeff's came true so much.
Yeah, you said that there would be some changes in my personal life at home, relationship-wise. There was a major one. You said there would be changes in my career. That would go through some changes that way, and I went through some major changes in career, some conflicts that were fortunately resolved. And in general, you just said that 93 was a year of great change for me. It was part of the ending or beginning of a cycle, I can't recall which. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have you back on the show, to see if we could, maybe take a look at what 94 holds for me, and hopefully it will be a lot nicer than 93.
Well, it's obvious to me that 93 was obviously a big change for me too. After looking at that, oh my God!
I was going to say, looking at the videotape.
Yes,
You both had a hairstyle change.
Yeah.
Transformation.
Yeah, transformation. Yeah. But hey.
Other than that brilliant observation, did you want to see your chart, Jeff?
Yeah, can we do me first?
I
Would
guess.
that-
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. Now,
Okay.
like I was saying, Dee has made up a chart already. So we don't have to go through what you just saw on the videotape about, giving you the information about when I was born and all that. So I will let you take it away.
Okay, this is basically your astrology chart, and this is what it looks like. It's a circle, and it's divided into 12 equal segments, of which I place the planets in the chart. And what I do is I look at it, and the clue is in the interpretation, Jeff. All right, interpretation is very, very important when you're doing an astrology chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep it light, if that's okay with you. Later on, I'll get a little heavier.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Okay. I also use a book, and it's an ephemeris. The ephemeris tells me where all the planets are at any given time. Now, by just glancing at your chart, I can see that, first of all, Jeff's sun sign is in the sign of Capricorn, all right? And the sun's position falls in the area of the 4th house, which is the home segment of the chart. So what that tells me right off bat is that your home is very important to you. And for you to be comfortable, you've got to have some kind of home base that you can go to, regardless of where it is. Your rising sign is Libra, and you have, first of all, I can see that there is an insecurity problem that you have had to deal with, but it's also very high creativity once you learn how to deal with your insecurities. What I usually do also is the ruler of the ascendant, which is your personality in astrology with the Libra, is ruled by Venus. And you've got in your chart your Venus, which is your love nature, is in Aquarius. It's trine the ascendant, so you're very creative. You're highly creative.
In the ways of love?
Well, yes, in the ways of love, but he's a little kinky too, so or can be a little kinky too. Let's. Isn't that special?
Truth comes out on TV. Go ahead.
Venus, love nature in Aquarius can be aloof at times too. Everybody, you can love a lot of people because the Aquarian type of personality is universal in nature.
Okay.
So, you love friends, you love people, and it would be very hard for him to distinguish between friendship and a close relationship. Venus trines your ascendant, and what that usually means is that there is very high creativity. You should have a computer in your home. It's very important.
I do.
You do have a computer in your home,
Yes, I do.
okay?
Just bought one for my birthday this year.
Good, that's very good.
How old are you, Jeff?
Never mind.
35?
30-something. Yes.
You're welcome.
Also, the moon is in Aries. The emotional nature is a very aggressive emotional nature. You're a hard-working person. You need a woman who's going to be aggressive also. You need a woman who's going to be a hard worker and who can take control. All right? And you have to be careful because sometimes you might be attracted to women who want to control you too much. So there's got to be that happy medium between the aggressive side and being able to look at the relationship and see their side or their point of view also. You're born with a lesson in regards to being self-centered in a past lifetime. You were very egotistical, very self-centered, and you cared about what you thought, not necessarily what other people thought. In this lifetime, you're going to have to balance between being aggressive and also observing the other person's point of view and listening. You know, listening to the other side. It's very, very important. You belong in a career that's unusual and different. You belong in a career that is going to give you freedom of moving around because you like change. It's very, very important to you. You are also a very sensuous person. Sexuality is very important.
I told you.
He really is. His Mars is in Taurus. It's an 8th house Mars, so there's some Scorpio connotation there. He likes to touch and feel and taste. He appreciates the arts. He's very good at back rubs, I'm sure. And you know, the sensuality factor is very important. So the lady.
I'm blushing on the air, I know.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
The lady in his life should be aware of the fact that there is a sensuous side to you. If not, there may be some difficulty. It's going to be a good year for you, Jeff, as far as money is concerned. You have some idea that
I
you're
have a
thinking
lotto
about.
ticket for tonight's drawing. Yes.
You have an idea that you might be thinking about, okay? It may be something that you may be kind of disregarding. Try not to, because January and February right now is very significant for you to start thinking about expanding your values, all right? Home, property, your wallet, anything like that. But it should be a very good year for you to expand. Try not to buy anything very large. If you're thinking of buying something really, really large,
Like a car or something like that?
well, you like a car or a house, because it's going to be a year for that type of thing for you.
Okay.
Try not to, let me know when you're going to do it if possible, and let you know if it's a good time to do it.
Okay.
All right? Because you have to be careful. You're going to also struggle between your values and your partner's values. All right? You may be attracted towards women who may think a little bit differently on a materialistic level and on a psychological level than you. The bottom line is that happy medium, okay? Being able to communicate is very, very important for you.
Yeah, it is.
Also, I must say, too, to you that you're also going to be going through a period of time where you're going to be moving again. There's going to be some change for you. You're going to be moving again. There's a lot of change in home structure for you. A lot of change.
Far away?
Well, there's.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's my question. Am I moving like across town, or am I, you know?
Well, freedom is going to be important. You know, you're going to want to move around a lot. Change is going to be very, very significant for you. All right? And it is going to affect the home life.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I can see where that, yeah.
Yeah, so expect that.
Okay.
And it could have something to do with your job. In 94. It could have something to do with the fact that, you know, it may pertain to what you are going to be doing for a living. Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to stop, or do you want me to go on?
For the sake of, you know, being sure we have enough time to talk to Christy and, of course, have our other guests on, we should probably stop with me. Maybe at this point, it'd be good, we'll kind of change, we'll change our format just a little bit from what we had planned. Let's go to a commercial, then we'll come back and we'll see what the future holds for Christy. Yes. So if we can go to a break, we'll be back with Dee Randis, and then we'll have dear old Dixie after that.
Welcome to TGIF.
TGIF. This guy is funny.
Here we are.
Okay.
We're back.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I promise I won't say anything that is going to embarrass you.
Oh, great. Like, don't tell people I'm kinky.
But yeah, Blanche, yeah.
All right. First of all, folks, in order for a person to be true of their sun sign, I explained to Christy earlier in the show, you have to be born around 5:30 or 6 a.m. in the morning. So if you're not, you're probably not true of your sun sign. In Christy's case, Christy's born at 5:43 p.m. in the afternoon. So even though her sun sign is in the sign of Sagittarius, her rising sign, which is the sign that rules her personality, is in the sign of Gemini. So you're ruled by Gemini, and that's communications. So you're in a good field. Your Mercury is in Sagittarius. Again, it's communications on a higher level, conjunct the sun, which means that you are very good with talking. Anything to deal with jogging, walking, anything like that is very good for you. You should keep yourself in movement at all times. The only thing, like in early environment with you, is you're going to have to learn how to be more pinpoint things, not do too many things at one given time. She's all over the place, and what happens is that the lesson for her is not to be so scatterbrained, not to be so all over the place. Okay. All right, so do one thing at a time, and once you learn how to do that, you'll accomplish your goals a lot quicker.
I'm learning.
In the later part of your life, you're going to find, if you haven't already done so, and you should, read. Okay?
Oh, I love to read.
Yeah, reading is very, very important. You've got writing ability, Christy, also, whether you know it or not. In the later part of life, you might either do a lot of reading and have a lot of books around you, or you may even consider, picking up your pen and writing or jogging down notes. You've also got a very critical type of emotional nature. Her moon's in Virgo. So she could be critical about herself too, down on herself very quickly because she's so analytical and detailed about everything else that when she doesn't look just right, she gets upset. Her Venus, her love nature, how personal do you want me to get?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Spill it. I wanna know.
Her love nature is in my favorite sign of the zodiac, which is Scorpio. And she's very deep, she's very intense, very sexual. And the man, for her, has got to really know that and understand that, Christy is not going to reveal everything that she feels about sexuality. And Scorpios have a problem, too. Venus and Scorpio have a problem with, they desire a great deal, but it's very difficult for you to give yourself completely, all right? There's something within the Scorpio Venus or Scorpio love nature that feels that there's that trust. There's kind of an issue of trust with the Scorpio love nature. So you're going to be learning that, though. You're starting already. The year of 94, you're going to learn a great deal about things that you didn't know about yourself.
Oh, great.
In that area. Also money, there's going to be transformation and change. Okay. Something about, it's either an idea that you're going to come up with or something creative perhaps that you've already thought about, and you really have to go inside and think about what I'm saying. That will come to play. I'm going to look at my ephemeris for a minute because I feel that March and April of 1994 is extremely significant for you in regards to love and creativity and job and career. Okay. It should be very good for you. You will gain a lot more ideas. And also, your career is so very important for the next 2.5 years. I told you that earlier. Yeah. For the next 2.5 years, you have to expand in that area. And also remember that you're going to struggle in this lifetime between your home and family and your career. Her home is very important to her, but so is her job. So even if she was not able to get out into the workforce, you should try to work out of your home, do daycare, do anything, okay? But it's very, very important for you to balance in that area. Groups, clubs, organizations, anything like that is very important for you. You've got teaching abilities also. You can get involved with a group and you can sort of give a class or be the one who is taking control of that group. So keep yourself involved with organizations and that sort of thing. You've got this knack also, and I'm going to mention it. You've got this knack with children, okay? And I see a lot of children around you. And if they're not yours, they will be somebody else's children. And I also will say that you've got this unique gift in dealing with children who are special, unique and different in some way. You've got this higher way of communicating with kids who have a difficult time communicating. You've got something special there, and you should really act on it. It's very, very important. Is that good enough?
Yeah, thank you.
I'll elaborate later if you want me to, unless you want me to go on.
That's all good stuff. Nothing like Jeff's from
Well,
last year?
I can tell you bad stuff if you want to know bad stuff.
Well, give me a little.
You want to know some bad
Yeah.
stuff?
Tell us one bad thing. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Can I stick my nose?
Yes.
I know. It's your chart. Okay. As Christy probably told you, she is engaged.
Yes.
But she hasn't set a date, right?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have?
Yes,
okay,
I
well tell her the date and see if that
Well,
would be a good time.
Significant around partnerships and marriage and your love nature, the bottom line is, Christy, that I hope that the person that you're engaged to is very intense and very deep and knows how to reach you, okay? Because it is a year of learning what love is all about, all right? So there's such a transformation going on within you that if you're not with the right individual, you will have some problems in the relationship. You must not go too quickly, all right? If possible, if I were to give you a date as to when you should wait until the end of the year before you get married, all right? Around November, December of 1994 is the time when the transformation, I feel, is going to be significant for you as far as change. You're going to move, too. There is a change of residence for you,
Uh-oh.
I feel.
We just bought a house.
Well, there's still, no, there's something
It's going
that
to go up like it was.
you just bought a house. Okay, well then there's going to be a lot of major changes in that home.
Okay.
Big time. I mean transformation, big time. Okay? So I'm not going to tell you the house is going to burn down. That wouldn't be fair, all right? But I am going to tell you that you've bought a home, but I feel that if you are happy with that home, by the end of '94 you will stay there. If you're not, you're going to redecorate the whole place.
Well, yeah, we are.
Are you?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. All right. Also, again, do you want children?
Jury's out on that one. Why?
Well, I see that there's a possibility of a child towards the end of the year. So if you, and it could even be before that. Okay? So if you
My fiance out
all right,
there.
if you want children, it's a good time to start. And if you don't, it's a good time not to start.
Okay.
Need I say more? Okay, because it is possible that, you will have one, okay? All right?
Thanks.
Well, neat.
You have this evil grin on your face,
Yes,
Jeffrey.
yeah. Well, no, it's not evil. It's just.
Okay. This gentleman here's your fiance.
With coffee.
What is your birthday?
12/8/66.
12/8/66? Should we have some
Yeah,
fun?
yeah. Come here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, now we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go to break.
Okay,
Maybe
all right.
maybe what we can do is while we have the band on, maybe you could take a look at that.
Okay.
And then when we
Sounds
do
good
our
to me.
wrap up, near the end of the show, we could talk about that. How's that? Okay.
good.
We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we're coming right back very quickly with Dear Old Dixie. All right.
TGIF.
Ah, we're back. Okay, we don't always have musical guests, but lately we've
had a lot.
Yes, we have. We certainly have, and we always like to have them. Won't you please welcome to the first time to TGIF, Dear Old Dixie.
Dixie.
It sure was. Thank you, Lenny, on mandolin. Roger Sears over there on rhythm guitar. Mike LaRock on the 5-string banjo. Our buddy Dave over here on bass. Marty Brennan here on guitar. We're going to continue right along with Highway of Regret. Ain't talking, just walking down this highway of regret. Heart's burning, still yearning for the best girl this poor boy ever met. Well, I can't believe this thing has happened. I can't believe you've been untrue and run away with another and broke this heart that trusted you. Ain't talking, just walking down this highway of regret. Heart's burning, still yearning for the best girl this poor boy ever met. I can't believe that you have gone. Your face was there before my mind. Your face is always there before me. I think about you all the time. Ain't talking, just walking down this highway of regret. Heart's burning, still yearning for the best girl this poor boy ever met.
Kentuckian. I really can appreciate Bluegrass. Getting a shot. Where's? Oh, there's a shot.
Get
Here
the
we are.
light, Jeff. Get the light, Jeff.
In the light. Oh, okay. I will. Here I am with the band. I'm right here. Okay, now, guys.
All right, he fits
You
right
guys
in.
are from all over the place. You're not just from one area, right? Now, where are you from?
Well, from right around here.
Right around
in
here.
your own backyard.
Right. What? Right here in Litchfield?
Well, Thomaston. I'm from Thomaston.
Thomaston. Okay. Where are you
Mike
from?
LaRock's from Bristol.
Bristol.
Arlington.
Arlington.
Bristol.
Okay, so kind of all over
He's
the
from
place.
Nashville. Well, we won't
Really? Are you transplanted too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! Wasn't it a culture shock?
Face the camera. This is our pretty boy, our new mandolin player. Let's have a nice hand for Lenny LaFleur.
Now, near the end of the show, we're going to have a wrap up with Dee. I'd like to have you guys come back and maybe take us out of here with something.
Heck yeah, we'll get something for
Stick
you.
around, and all you folks stick around. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.